Alright, so now it's 24 past 3 p.m. and I already posted my newest episode, and there's actually a lot of cool looking places in here. Like I said earlier, I'm back to Finland's time that I'm not allowed to speak with anyone, and also during the COVID times when it wasn't about speaking, I just some days I was just walking 2 hours to 8 hours non-stop waiting if someone is starting conversation, and usually at the end I found woman 80 to 90 or 75 to 90, so probably also now the time is because usually I'm just repeating my old time, so basically now I'm just wasting my time and at the end finding some old woman who's almost 80 or 90 years old, and because they are a little bit older, so they have more courage to start conversation or something. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, she started conversation, but anyway, hopefully I can go back on dating somehow. My social media is completely, or how people talk or communicate in social media is completely off at the moment. And now I'm gonna go and see some tourist stuff. And I feel so bad, almost like in Finland, that I almost feel crying because I want so badly to talk with someone and do something with someone, but all the time I just need to go and find some man to have, or many times the Finnish woman, the jealous Finnish woman, they have been trying to make some sort of conflict for me, and I don't want to go fight with anyone or any, like I said many times before, I'm just going different places to do my sports, and I don't want to have conflict neither with man or woman, and I don't believe any sort of violence, I don't believe any sort of, and I still believe it that it's not the best way for the future that drive people in problems with other people, and I still think good behavior and good effort and is better for the future, and at some point probably also someone is talking to me and not, instead of taking advantage my kindness again. Also I'm trying to somehow change the time a little bit, because many times I feel like when I go some places, first is super aggressive hate before things are settling, and I don't want to go anywhere to, like, I wanna feel all the time like not anxious or not angry. I don't want to feel angry because I'm not angry to anyone, so I don't want to feel every day just angry about something. And it would be nice to have some other reasons to live life than just complaining day after day. But at the moment I feel like I just want to leave this city and go to the next one, because I basically want to talk, and I still think I should have right to speak English and instead of Finnish or Vietnamese. But anyway, now I do some tourist video. I watched my maps and I saw that there is some park nearby, so I'm gonna do fast round in here, and well, because I don't have any other things to do at the moment, and basically a lot of the things that I would like to do cost a little bit too much money right now, and I was actually I planned my life to be much more wealthier than now, but it is how it is, and I'm trying to make best of it every single day, and I have some sort of improvement. And it looks like also here they're doing some electric works, like also in Thailand. Also in Finland at the moment they are deciding to do like block the social media and some learning from kids under 16 years old, and it's always usually that kind of things are also affecting they are doing huge mistakes because they want to just have more authority. So basically the teachers, they can say that they are wrong about something, or doctors can say that they are wrong, or politicians can say that they are wrong, and it's kind of pointless that I fight against some system and try to make it better, because there is no other way than just lose. But I'm still saying the truth every single day, and I think they are blocking the education for next generation and make their learning worse instead of better. It's also a huge mistake that they are doing in Finland at the moment, and many other countries at the same time. There's many other countries that they are like using high tech all the time in schools, and they are learning faster, learning better, and learning faster, learning better, and all technologies and everything, eating better, moving better, learning everything better. But in Finland they don't want to change anything. They just want to go back to old time, how it used to be back in the day. And that kind of countries that stick in the past, those countries are not going to be future countries. Those countries are going to live in economic disaster in the future. And I think all the countries should develop all the time and use the technology for good, and social media also for socializing. And I still think being in complete, well, I'm kind of good example that I'm back to Finland's completely silence. Like I'm not allowed to have social life. I'm just learning every day without anyone, because that's how they want. They don't want that social media is like getting people attracted to do other things and to study. And I think you can also learn from social media and other platforms, but at the moment, like usually they always just think that it's something wrong if they feel like they are losing in some ways. But well, I don't have children, and I don't know why I'm even care other people's children all the time and other people. But I'm just trying to tell the truth to people, and still they somehow think that I'm crazy saying things. But I still think socializing is a big part of the life, and I don't know why I need to go back to Finland's time to loop around alone and instead of socializing. And the worst thing about how they do the future at the moment is that they are gonna realize how big mistakes they did. Or maybe in 20 years or 10 years after, how wrong they did everything and how bad decisions they made for the future. Anyway, now I'm front of Independence Palace. I don't know what kind of place it is. I'm gonna go around and see the building. I have a kind of busy day today, so 2 episodes and non-stop filming, and I'm gonna go skateboarding later, so hopefully this episode is not getting too long, and hopefully my internet is fast enough to upload it tomorrow. But like usually, whenever the time is it's not smart to socialize or date, that it's much smarter that they want to promote gay and lesbian people, and they think that socializing is bad. So basically I'm living in their reality that I'm not allowed to socialize or date at the moment, so it makes me a little bit anxious, and I feel like they're a little bit breaking my human rights at the moment. But like they're doing how they do, and I still think it's a terrible mistake, and I still think it's better for people to socialize with each other and talk with each other instead of just talking alone with your phone and learning your information alone. And hopefully this craziness is ending at some point. That's actually kind of good looking place to have some coffee and a smoothie, but I have been spending a little bit too much money, so probably I'm not gonna go there today, and maybe I'll go another day. Basically blocking people talking with each other with the long distances or different countries, and making world go smaller and smaller. Like, hey, we have some group of people, 15 people, these people are ending up alone, these people are this, and basically it's so stressful, and you feel like there is not any future. Instead, if you feel like, hey, I have my phone, I have social media, I have all the tools to connect with anyone in the world, like it's possible to meet people all around the world, make friends all around the world, date girls all around the world, like learn from the other cultures, but no, they want to do system that is there is just one person who's having education to teach what he thinks or she thinks is good for the people, instead of people having freedom to learn by themselves and discover things. And like I said earlier, they're just doing it wrong. But somehow I feel like I somehow need to find ways to end this hatefulness. Like I feel in this country, I feel a little bit full of hatefulness. Somehow I don't want to live in hatefulness. It's really bad way to live in hatefulness, and I still think making the world as a one is better option for the future. And somehow I'm trying to get over this time and find ways also to do some things in this country, and hopefully tomorrow is getting better. All right, so I saw that there is also one cathedral around here, and I decided to visit, but looks like it's closed at the moment. Looks like it's closed at the moment, and let's see if it's open again. But yeah, like I said, like the phones, I can't do any online dating now, and search, and looks like there's also some flat cap to skateboard. All right, so looks like I'm back to finding skateboard instead of finding woman or anything else, or make more decent living. And also yesterday I sent my pictures to that modeling agency, so hopefully they're answering, and hopefully they have some jobs for me in Thailand. Hopefully the woman is answering. Well, she was answering already back, but not to my after I sent. Like I was talking with her 2 weeks ago, and yesterday I sent also the pictures. So hopefully she's answering. All right, and looks like they're doing some photographing and some kid dancing there. Looks like. And I don't know actually what is this street, but I'm gonna find out and see how it is. And again, I don't know. I feel like I'm not allowed to talk with anyone. So basically, like if I see like girl like that or a girl like that, I'm trying to somehow have a right to talk with a woman again. But it's somehow safer for a woman if I'm not anywhere around or not talking. That's the time that they made in Finland. So basically, I'm just walking around and hoping that the miracle will happen and someone is starting to talk with me. But probably it's gonna end up same way than usually, that I'm just spinning around a week or two, and then at the end I just start the conversation, because nothing is never gonna happen if I'm not doing the things in every single area in my life. But again, I'm just believing for some sort of equality in the world, and hoping that something can happen at some point. And it's super difficult without talking. It's so difficult that I don't know how the things should happen. And I feel a little bit anxious. I feel so much that I will be like, I would like to have some dating app or some algorithms, someone talking or texting or talking or something. But now it's so much. The time is so much away from any sort of communication. So basically, I'm again just, I don't know. In Finland, it's usually the time. Their time is about dancing. They do some like the birds back in the day, like they do some, or animals. They're doing some movements instead of talking. And I still think Homo sapiens are talking each other, and that's how starting the things again. But what the hell I know? Maybe I'm just wrong about that also, and I need to start believing that it's better to not talk at all and just walk around, making safe environment for other people, not talking with anyone. But like I said, at least now I'm documenting it, because in Finland I was just walking during the COVID times. I was just walking and going different places and finding some grandmas at the end. So hopefully in here also, like in Bangkok, the time goes faster and I can meet the grandma already in 2 days, so I don't have to spend 2 weeks just walking around to find some old woman again. And the big problem is, if I'm not talking or starting a conversation with woman that I like, they are like, oh, he don't have courage to do things. And then if I start talking with the people, they're like, what a weirdo, like why he's starting to talk with me. So what they want me to do, talk or not talk? Alright, so now I'm already waiting for I ordered another crab. The crab is not actually working that well than the bolt in Thailand, but like Hello? Hello? Yes, exactly. Alright. So I was trying to go to the supermarket, same supermarket than yesterday, but somehow this looks more like garage, but hopefully it's not just like I came a long way, but so far everything has been going completely wrong all the time in here. Like I just go wrong places all the time and spending way too much money for no sense. So like I don't even know like how it can be that, and how it can be that much disinformation and understanding everything's just wrong. All right, so now I'm taking another group, another drive, and hopefully I can get to the right place, so I don't just go around for nothing all the time. All right, so now I'm already on my way to the right supermarket, and the traffic is super hectic at the moment, and there's actually not almost any rules. People are just going almost all the time, like all the time. It's super hectic. It looks like I started to already find the old grandmas, and I don't want to be age racist, but I'm looking a little bit younger woman than 80 to 90, but whatsoever. And hopefully at least I can buy some yogurt and some right food that I want, and I'm just not going wrong places. Just I don't want to go only wrong places all the time. Right, so now I'm finally in right Coop Mart, a little bit bigger market, and at the moment I feel like I'm back in Finland time, that I just need to get absolutely insane and crazy, and I don't want to learn to get some fucking mental health issue. Like I really want to live in a country that I don't have to get mentally ill and insane instead of staying but of course like more isolated, like you already saw it in like what the Nazis did in World War II, like Holocaust, and I still think it's not the best way for the future to live that kind of craziness. But now I'm gonna go to the store and buy some food from there, and some basics for tomorrow morning. But at least at the moment I can speak quite freely, but only with myself. So hopefully also in the future with someone. But now I'm gonna go and do some shopping. Place nearby. And at the moment I feel like I'm spending a little bit too much money, because I'm all the time somehow. I was trying to do this plan actually yesterday and buy all these things yesterday, and then start today different ways, but somehow my time is all the time like first wrong, then I can do it right, first wrong, then I can do it right, first wrong, then I can do it right. So basically I'm doing it basically all the things twice before getting it right. Alright, so luckily we have some like fridge in our room, in our downstairs, so I was adding some yogurts and some mangoes and apples and some bananas and some apples in there, and looks like someone is having some Jägermeister boost right next to it again. And last time I was in LA and I was having like common fridge. Someone was stealing all my food in there, so hopefully the same thing is not happening in here. So hopefully tomorrow I have a breakfast. Well, I'm not even sure if it's raining or not because I can't see out from my window, and the room is so small. Everything is so full of stuff, and I decided to, well, not decided, I added new board. I feel a little bit uncomfortable to wear another person's name on my board and face, to be truly honest, and also the shoes. Wearing some woman's shoes. I also need to figure out how to take this thing off because I don't like to skate having some metal on my shoes. And now I'm gonna make call to my mother, like usually when the time is that I'm not allowed to speak any other woman than my mother, then I'm just calling to my mother on that motherfucking system again, and hopefully also someday I can talk with also someone else. But now I'm gonna call to my mother and then go eat something, and also call to my father. Somehow I feel like every time I go somewhere I need to like have needs for my parents, and basically I don't even have any sort of like problem, but I always need to like, and I still think they have also other reasons that help me only when I have problem, because now having all the time like needed that I have more need for my parents and more need for my parents and more needs for my parents, instead of living independent life and have a normal relationship with your parents when you are 37 years old. I was having actually kind of a normal relationship before, but then I needed to become a kid again and have some mental health issues and many other things, and that people are voting. Basically, people are just voting like what kind of person you can be, like if you are allowed to be independent, if you are allowed to have money, if you have allowed to have education. Like people are kind of like voting about how to remove my human rights instead of have normal human rights, and they are doing terribly wrong and have been doing in Finland terribly wrong all the time, to be truly honest, and I can't lie about that. But now I'm gonna go and eat, and then I'm gonna go skateboarding. And I mean, I'm setting up the new board. I don't know why I need to learn. Like it feels so stupid. Like less money you have, less rights you have to speak correctly. Like I'm not even allowed to speak correctly if I don't like. It's not about how much you have money, how well you are allowed to speak. Like it's getting totally insane if people are not even allowed to speak freely again. But anyway, now I'm gonna call to my mother, and then I'm gonna go eat after that, and then skateboarding. Alright, so now I ate already, and look like this is some sort of like party street, because it's so much people around here. Like I don't know what they are doing right now. Gonna go somewhere where it's maybe a little bit easier to get taxis. Got a lot of traffic going on. Completely different in nighttime than daytime. Seems like. A little bit similar than the streets in Bangkok and Pattaya. Not that crazy, but still kinda same. trying to get a taxi and go to actual skateboarding park. Alright, so I'm almost at the destination and these shoes are feeling kinda alright. Maybe the size is half a size too big for me, or I feel like it's maybe a little bit too big somehow, but don't bother me that much. And like yesterday, also today looks like there is a lot of, actually even more people skateboarding here than yesterday. Well, it looks like. Yeah, a lot of skateboarders. Alright, so now the session is over and I'm gonna wait Grab driver to pick me up, and Ville said that he rented one scooter for himself. Let's see if I'm, so far I feel like it's maybe a little bit unnecessary. Maybe if I go back to Bangkok, maybe I'm doing that, but not sure if I need scooter in here things, because now I have all the basics, so now I need to start doing some plan for the next 2 weeks in here, and start checking all the things like where to go, and also do some tourist stuff, and hopefully also go back on communication. And my next goal is to feel that I don't go different places to somehow anxious or fight or something, and instead of like trying to be friend with all the people and nice to all the people, and hope that the other people are also nice to me. I think that's it. I think it's good to be polite for other people, and hoping of course that the other people are polite for me.